Round 2 from the Genesis Invitational. One of the shots of the day, courtesy of world number 1, Scottie Scheffler on 6. This makes it look so easy. Greenside bunker. This is how you get up and down, kids. Eagle right there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. And he is one shot back of Davis Thompson. Weather a little bit better in round 2. Still tough conditions out there, but a little chance for some movement here as Scottie Scheffler finds himself one shot back of Davis Thompson. Davis Thompson chasing his second PGA Tour victory, won last year, his first at the John Deere Classic. Rory McIlroy, 3 shots back, 7 birdies, couple bogeys as well. Ludwig Oberg is back, feeling healthy. He also holed out from a greenside bunker on 18. He was looking good. That was his turn. But we got a nice little chase pack here going into the weekend at the Genesis Invitational at Torrey Pines. Get some instant analysis. Welcome in CBS Sports golf writer Patrick McDonald and CBS Sports HQ golf analyst Shane Bacon. World number 1 Scottie Scheffler plays bogey-free. Cards of 567 in round 2 at the Genesis, including an eagle at the 6th. Holes out from the greenside bunker. Scheffler makes it look so easy from the sand. Shane, how difficult was that shot, and what's your takeaway from his second round?
Well, I mean, what Scottie does time and time again is he hits it in the right spots. And that was a perfect leave at a par 5 when, you know, it was a tucked hole location like we're going to see throughout the weekend. So he dumps it right in the bunker, and Scottie has the best hands in the world. So it was a very easy bunker shot, to be honest, for Scottie Scheffler. I think the announcers called a hole out for that right there for Scottie. You know, we were waiting to see what Scottie would do, getting a tournament under his belt, a couple tournaments under his belt, and he's doing exactly what you'd expect Scottie to do. The interesting part is he's driving the ball very mediocre. That's something he was fairly dominant with a season ago on the PGA Tour. Second in total driving last year, second off the tee strokes gained. He's 33rd strokes gained off the tee this week, 46 in terms of percentage of fairways hit, well down from his number last year. So Scottie not leaning on the driver. It's almost like Steph Curry starting to miss free throws. He's not hitting a lot of fairways, but he's still getting it around and playing very, very smart golf.
Yeah, I totally agree, Shane. You hit the nail on the head there where he hit 5 fairways today. You hit 5 fairways at Torrey Pines. You should probably be carding 5 bogeys. You should not be going around that golf course in a bogey-free fashion. You just look at his scorecard. He tapped in a birdie there on the par 3 third, but outside that, it was just taking advantage of the par 5s, playing them in 4 under. So he's just doing what Scottie Scheffler typically does. He's picking apart this golf course. He's missing it off the tee in the right spot, missing it to the fat side of the fairway, taking advantage of the par 5. So you would think eventually that off the tee game is going to come around for Scottie Scheffler. I know he went to the range afterwards trying to fix a few things, and if it does, the rest of the field, like they were in 2024, is going to be in a whole lot of trouble.
Scottie Scheffler playing in his 3rd event since coming back from hand surgery. His best finish at Torrey Pines 7th at the 2021 U.S. Open. Currently one shot back of the leader Davis Thompson, who's chasing his 2nd career PGA Tour victory. Rory McIlroy, 3 shots off the lead, making his 2nd PGA Tour start this season. Won at Pebble Beach 2 weeks ago. He was locked in at Pebble Beach, led the field in driving distance. Now, after an even par 72 in the opening round of the Genesis, goes out on Friday at Torrey Pines, cards of 567, 7 birdies, 2 bogeys. His approach shot from the rough on 17 was brilliant right here, within 2 feet of the hole for a birdie. Shane, what did you see from Rory in round 2 as he navigates his way near the top of the pack?
Well, Rory's doing something different with his wedges than he's done his entire career. I mean, this is a totally different Rory McIlroy. You think about how long he's been in professional golf and how many times he's won and been in contention at big events. This has been the thing we make fun of him about, how bad he is with the wedges. You know, he drives it 330 in the middle of every fairway and then hits the wedges that land by the hole and rip back. This approach that he took from Pebble Beach, where he was basically hitting half wedges, he talked after the round, a new golf ball in play, and that's helped him control the spin. If he's hitting his wedges like this, Rory has a real opportunity to have a season like we saw from Scottie last year. Now, the one thing about Rory is he hasn't played the par 5s that well this week. He talked about it after his round. And for a guy that is so dominant off the tee, he's hit 2 fairways on the par 5s through 36 holes. You're not beating Scottie Scheffler doing that. So he's going to have to hit more of the fairways on the par 5s, considering there's 4 at Torrey.
Yeah, I think today's round was really patient from Rory McIlroy. It reminded me kind of that round Friday at Pebble Beach where the back nine almost got away from him. In that middle stretch today where he went 5-5-5 on 12, 13, and 14, missing left on each of those holes, mind you, not taking advantage of the par 5 like Shane said. It felt like he almost tried to push the envelope there but reined it back in with some of those sawed-off wedge shots. It's like a pitcher who has a 100-mile-per-hour fastball finally learned how to throw a changeup. And Rory McIlroy is having a ton of fun throwing that pitch through the first 6 rounds of his 2025 PGA Tour season. So for me, I've been most impressed with the patience. It feels like he can easily push it another 2 or 3 gears if he wants to, but he's kind of just biding his time, waiting to get to the back nine on Sunday, and he'll see where the chips fall then. And if he has to, he'll push the envelope then.
Rory has 3 career top 10 finishes at the Genesis, so let's get your pick to win going into the weekend and consider that Scottie and Rory had the shortest odds in the field to win. You got a pretty good number if you took Rory early before the round. It was plus 650, Scottie Scheffler plus 400. So you're getting similar odds here with Rory McIlroy. Shane, I know you love Rory McIlroy. Do you like him, in fact, to win the Genesis Invitational?
If he stays patient, to Pat's point, I think he's going to win. And I think Pat nailed it. The way he's been able to play smart golf. You know, he talked about it at Pebble Beach. I want to play golf more like Scottie Scheffler plays. The interesting thing is Rory always talks about trying to play golf like other players. A couple years ago it was Bryson. Now it's Scottie. But if you play Scottie golf, you don't make a lot of bogeys. And if he can keep avoiding bogeys, put himself in position, and when he gets out of position, because you are going to miss fairways at Torrey Pines, put it back in a smart place and use that great wedge play that we've seen this season, I think Rory has a real opportunity to do something on the PGA Tour that he's never done, and that's win a couple times before March.
This is not good news for Rory McIlroy, Shane, because I do think he's going to be entering the winner's circle on Sunday, because I think that long game has a lot of room for improvement over the weekend. We talked about number 6 with Scottie Scheffler, him missing on the correct side of the hole there in very simple up and down, or an up and in for his sake. Rory McIlroy missed from a very similar position in the fairway on the left side, and like Shane mentioned, he didn't take advantage of that par 5. I think he's going to right all those wrongs over the weekend. He's going to start hitting more fairways. The long game is actually going to match up some of that short game magic that he's had, and he's going to grab his second signature event of the year.
He's going to have to make some history, guys, because have this here. Rory has never started a PGA Tour season with back-to-back wins. So going to have to flip the script here. Shane Bacon, Patrick McDonald here on CBS Sports HQ. Men, thanks. And, of course, we have weekend coverage of the Genesis Invitational, 3rd and 4th round coverage on CBS, streaming live on Paramount Plus beginning 3 Eastern on Saturday and Sunday. We'll have post-round analysis right here on CBS Sports HQ.